Hello everybody and welcome to Prowling Around number, I'm so bad at this, I don't know what number we're on. Number, boop, that number right there. Man, I am being tested by God right now because this last week has been extraordinarily weird, just weird, and kind of thrown me for a loop, but I'm not gonna let this weirdness throw me off of my game. When adversity strikes, one must strike the adversity, I think, something like that. So anyway, we have some really cool guitars here at the shop. Yesterday was crazy. Yesterday was Sunday. Slash was here, like in this very room. Actually, I think he stood right here and took a picture with two of the sales guys. So that's pretty cool. Outside of that, we have got some super awesome guitars. And the first one I want to talk about is this one right here. So you all know that I love acoustic guitars. They are some of my faves. This is an OM18 1932 shaded top refin. And let me just tell you, I mean, oh man, this guitar, finger picked, is just, oh, so good. Oh, I love this guitar, man. It is so good. Like, listen, like just. All day long. Oh, there's nothing like a great acoustic guitar, you guys. 1961 Jazzmaster. Oh, this one is just, I mean. It is so good. It's had a refret. I think it's got a new nut. I think that's just about it, but this one is pretty much all straight, but it's also a 61, which makes it pretty darn special. And as I mentioned, this came to us from a really good friend of ours who's in the business, loves these offsets. He's got great taste, and this is a great example of that taste. Awesome guitar. This is hella sweet. I love this guitar. So this is from our store manager, Jonathan. This is one that we're consigning for him. This is a 64 SG. Now he is a huge SG fan. He's an AC/DC cover band that's pretty popular here in the city. This is like the guitar that he plays, this shape anyway. It's had some changes, but is priced accordingly. It is most notably a refin, but this refin was done by Rock and Roll Relics, which is pretty cool. Billy over there at Rock and Roll Relics did the refin. So really fantastic. Super snappy, vibrant, resonant guitar, strummed unplugged. This is a great guitar. No idea why we still have this one. It's priced right. So if you're looking for a vintage SG, definitely player grade, here you go. Speaking of Jonathan, here's Jonathan. Hey. So tell us all about this guitar. So Billy did the refin at Rock and Roll Relics, right?
He did, refin and relic.
Okay, what else?
It's his ocean turquoise color that he sprays.
Sweet.
A lot of original parts on here. So these pickups, the harness, the knobs. This all came from a 67 SG.
Oh, sweet.
So it's got real, stuff.
Cool.
I think the only part that's non-original on the guitar is the tailpiece. That's like a reissue tailpiece, but the rest is all vintage stuff. So
Sweet.
you know, and I mean, a 64 at this, you know, with this setup would be probably 15 grand.
That's
like
what I thought.
So this is a kind of a steal.
Yeah.
It's refin price, so.
Yeah, and we're significantly lower than that in price. So,
Yeah.
Very cool guitar from an SG aficionado.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Another guitar that I absolutely love here in the vault is this 1963 335. It is a refin, you can clearly tell that. But as a player, the guitar is ridiculous. It's got some changes, filled Bigsby holes, so some snake bites going on. Tailpiece is not original. Tuners may not be original. If you have any interest in this, I can let you, I can talk to you about it or get you all of my full notes. But as a player, I mean, it's just so resonant, and the pickups are hella strong. It's a really great sounding 335, priced right too. For what this guitar is, it is on the money. So if you're looking for a great vintage piece, again, a player's piece, I mean, it's just most significant thing being that refin. I mean, this is a great guitar. Okay, you all know this area, but before we begin, did you see my Bears play those Packers this weekend? Holy smokes, they look good. Go Bears! All right, some incredible guitars here. I'm just gonna start right here. Check this out. Gretsch Custom Shop, Stephen Stern Masterbuilt, Korina Caddy Bo with a Brazilian board. There she is.
Hello. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'll go around.
No, where does that need to go? Where does it need to go?
Into the local pickup.
Oh, you gotta go around.
I gotta go around.
That's Tess. All right, here we go. Check this out. Let's go. Stephen Stern, Caddy Bo, Korina. Wow, that is dope. Look at that, boys and girls. Check it out. That is so sweet. Wow. Tess, what do you think of that?
She's pretty.
See? Tess approved. Me approved too. This is very cool. It is aged. It's very lightly aged. And it is going to come with, I'm assuming, yes, it's got everything. I mean, you've got COA, you've got a strap, you've got a ton of stuff. I mean, all the case candy. As I've said before, and you've seen in other videos, Gretsch does such a great job with giving you case candy, but that is so cool right there. Caddy Bo, Korina, priced very well, you guys. I had to move you guys like a little closer. Okay, I think I can do this. Here is another, this definitely came from the same person. Got another Gretsch here. Okay, Gretsch Custom Shop, Stephen Stern Masterbuilt, Caddy Bo White. All right, so a Korina and a white Caddy Bo. Awesome. Oh, that is dope. That is so cool. Look at that. That is it, boys and girls. So this is like well, yeah, it's like a, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Randy Rhoads 74 Custom. Like that Polaris white that's aged over time. That is on the money, boys and girls. Let's go. Stephen Stern. As you can see right there. See if you can get some of that aging without, there you go. You can kind of see, okay, I'm holding the guitar awkwardly. Anyhow, that is it. And again, you're gonna get all the case candy, I can tell. Yes, everything. Strap, COAs, all the good stuff. So whoever owned these two guitars, exquisite taste, nice job, love it. I just wanna say, I am so psyched to be doing this. Man, I just feel so much better. Like right now, I'm back in the mode, you know. I fell off the horse for a second, but now I'm back on the horse, galloping. There's some cool pieces in here, you guys. Some super sweet pieces. I know some of you want these. Email me. My email is below. Don't be shy. Use it. Email me. 1974 hardtail Strat Sunburst. Oh, that's dope. Oh yeah, bullet truss rod, big old headstock, hardtail. I love hardtail Strats. I don't use tremolo vibrato systems, so I tend to gravitate towards the hardtails. This is very light. 3-bolt, very cool. 1974. Good stuff, good ringer, good tension. Good to go. Let's see. Yep, okay. You don't get a trim arm because it's a hardtail. Okay, this one looks very interesting to me. I don't know what we're gonna open up here, but we have a 1979 Les Paul Custom Ebony. The case is throwing me off. The case is what's throwing me off. Oh, this is cool. Whoa, check it out. This case might be original because that is a 3 pickup custom. Witch hats, all right, got a volute. Oh, and this is so cool, check it out. It says second, do you see that? So it is a factory second. I always love these guitars. I think they're so cool. So something was going on with the construction of this guitar, but Gibson didn't want to, you know, shred it or cut it into pieces, so they decided to make it a second. Now, typically, if it were like a flame top, I would say there was an imperfection in the wood, but considering it's a ebony Les Paul, that can all be covered up. So I'm not sure what made it a second. I can certainly find that out in my notes. But if you're looking for a 79 custom, that's pretty sweet. Okay, up next, this is a very, very, very special 61 Tele Blonde. It is a consignment piece from a very good friend of the shop who's done a lot of consigning with us. This guitar is, oh, it's so good. Look at that, 61 Tele. It is so light. I mean, someone must buy this guitar. Someone must buy this guitar. It is absolutely, oh my gosh, it is a ringer. You got a slab board. Yep, slab board 61. So smoking. We actually plugged this in a couple of days ago. Maybe I'll include that footage. Ran it through a Bad Cat Cub 5, the EL84 combo. If you haven't played one of those amps, oh boy, you should. This though, vintage Tele, this is it, man. This is it. This collector, man, so many great guitars have come from him, and this is just another beautiful, fine example that sounds just beautiful. What's the beautiful count? 2, 3, 4, who knows? Ah, you do get the ashtray as well. All right, well, let's do one more here. This is a Stevie Ray Vaughan Strat Sunburst. I am not sure of the year. Let's see if I can figure that out. But check this out. Ooh, that's cool. This is an older Strat. You can tell. It's starting to smell vintage. See if I can figure out the year. All right, you will get the strap and the trim arm. You will also get all of this paperwork, and let's see if this will tell us something. I mean, I can look the serial up in Fender's portal, but I'm not on my computer right now, so I'm wondering if we can do some CSI investigation right now to figure it out. I don't know, but I bet one of you does know out there. This is an older Stevie Ray Vaughan signature that I can tell you just based upon the guitar, the case, the contents, and all of that. So, great guitar and priced very reasonably. We have this one priced at, this one is priced at $13.95. A lot of people will ask about cracks in the neck pocket. I get asked that like all the time. And there are no cracks in the neck pocket here, but let me just speak to that real quick. It is the nature of these guitars, okay? So if you do see like a lacquer crack in the neck pocket, it does not mean there's anything structurally wrong. So it's nothing to freak out about, but this one has none of that. It was definitely well cared for. Can't see much of anything going on. Good shape, good looking guitar. Okay, so special treat.
Hello, I'm the special treat apparently.
Video is over. This is Daniel, our vintage manager who finds all those cool vintage guitars from around the country.
I try to.
And the world sometimes.
Yes, if you have vintage guitars, I want them.
We want them all.
I will go pick them up.
So we have, Daniel, what do we got going on here?
So we have something that I think one of your clients is trading this in, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is a really cool guitar that is getting traded in, and with everything vintage, we have to go through it to make sure that everything internally is and externally is as we want it to be so that we can describe it accurately, right? And we have this wonderful team of guitar processing people who are constantly doing this in and out, you know, day in and day out, 24/7. Not really, that would be illegal, but but when we get stuff that is transitional, like this guitar, or that, you know, is a little bit higher end, they call me in and I look at this stuff, and this was a really interesting one, so I'm glad we're showing it, because it is a thin line that has a neck date from 1968.
Is that a focus in there? I think that's focused. Yeah, cool.
Wow, look at that, is focused.
Pretty good.
It's
1968.
But it has some other appointments but as you can see, it's late 68. That's November.
Oh, wow.
So it still has this style of stamp, and just a year after that, it switched to the crazy stamp that has, you know, like a prefix, and it doesn't really have the word November in there at all, or the month. And so this is before they switched to that stamp. But the wiring on this guitar, so if you know, the wiring on these guitars switched from cloth covered to plastic covered, or, you know, this style of wiring. And it's kind of hard to see, but there's still one wire in there that's cloth covered. And so that means that this guitar is primarily from 68. It has 66 pots, but you probably know that Fender's had 66 pots for a long time. In 66, they bought a ton of pots, and they kept putting them in guitars for years. They still had 66 pots in there. So that doesn't surprise me. But a couple things that were weird is that this is all, you know, there are no cloth covered wires except for one. And these little wires with the little blue dots, the yellow ones with the blue dots, kind of only happened really early in the transition. In fact, this bridge pickup, both leads are that color. And so we were just checking to make sure that all of that was correct. And when we were looking at this, we had to take it apart to the point where we actually looked at the, you know, if you take off the screws, you can sometimes carefully slide the copper plate from behind the bridge pickup, and you can actually see a date in there of 68 in pencil right there.
Oh, that is so cool, man.
Yeah, so this is all original. The other thing that was kind of a little bit of a red flag is that the finish here in this route is really thick. You can see how thick the finish is right there, and that's kind of weird. But everywhere, you can just see that, you know, this guitar just has a lot of paint on it. And so we wanted to make sure that it was correct. The black light's right. It has all the appointments look correct. This route looked a little funny because they had to enlarge it after the fact, and it's because, again, it just had so much paint that they had to remove some of it. The only thing that I think was done to this that is not original, which is really not a big deal, is the one solder joint that looks not original are the leads coming from the bridge pickup to the harness over here. And when you look at this pickup compared to some other ones that we've had, it just looks like it was wax potted, which makes a lot of sense, because if somebody was actually playing this live, loud, then it was probably microphonic. Well, they are all microphonic, and this person wanted to.
Right. That makes them cool,
that.
though. That's kind of the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially those early blackguards. That's what you want.
I mean, I really like it, but I get it. If you're on stage playing really loud and you can't control your feedback, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna wax pot it.
Totally.
But this is gonna be a very cool guitar once it's put together, and yeah, we're gonna see it online very soon, unless you sell it before it goes online.
Nice. Unless one of you
famous.
Unless one of you savages out there want to buy this. This is really cool.
Immediately. Yeah, it's really cool. Olympic
60.
white.
Yeah.
So custom color. Yeah, very. Oh, maple cap board. Look at that, no skunk stripe.
Oh, it is maple cap.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So let's talk to them about maple cap if you don't know what maple cap is.
The maple necks would be a solid piece of maple, and they would sneak in the truss rod through the back. That's why you have a skunk stripe on some of these guitars. But in this guitar, you see you have no skunk stripe, so they put the fretboard in through the front, and then this didn't have a fretboard, and then they glued this nice piece of maple, which, by the way, has some bird's eyes on it and some nice figuring on the headstock. It's a really nice piece of maple glued on top of it, and then they fret it and they finish it, and this is untouched, all original. And by the way, these frets are kind of low, and that's the way they were. It's just kind of the way they always were. This has a little bit of fret wear, but it's really not so bad. But if somebody really wants a more modern feeling guitar, they'll just have to refret it.
That's so cool. Awesome. All right, Daniel, thank you very much, man. Thank you so much.
Thank
Very
you.
cool.
If you have vintage guitars, let me know. I'll pick them up in the middle of the night from your home.
All right, everybody, that will do it for this episode of Prowling Around. I just want to thank you guys very much for watching, for this channel, for being a part of the community, because you honestly did me a huge favor and snapped me out of my funk that I was in earlier today. And I mean that sincerely. Like, I was in a bit of a funk, and you know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes, you know, we're all human. You know, you can't always feel great, but now I feel great, and it's because of you all. That's 68 Olympic White Thinline. We're still going through it. We're pretty sure everything we know about it is what we know about it, but I will have final notes on it if you have any interest, so let me know. That's a very cool guitar. Very cool guitar. It came from pretty cool artist of ours as well, artist friend of ours. And then if there's anything else that you saw today, my email is below. Use it, don't be shy. Some of you have, and I appreciate that. I guess the last thing I'll tell you is that I have a band. I have a couple bands, but I have this band called Tanned Vampire, which is like, Tanned Vampire is like this project I started in like 2010, you know, something like that. And it was one of the, it's much more of like a studio thing where I would just record at home or that sort of thing. But the last few years I've been going over to Rack Tracks here in Chicago. I have a great engineer, Noam Wallenberg, who I love dearly, who I work with on these songs. And they all start off acoustic, and then we just kind of build around them. I have a new one that we have done. It's mastered. It's called Reminder Crosses. And I have finished a video for that song, and I'm hoping to put it out this week. So excited to share that with you guys. Excited to hear what you think about it. And yeah, it's gonna be cool. So that is all I have. I hope you are well. I don't think I'm posting anything else before Christmas, but if I don't, Merry Christmas. I hope you are safe, happy, and healthy. I love you all, and I thank you so much for a great year, our first year here at Make Something Say Something. So, all right, that's it. I'm rambling. I love you. Bye.